Hello and welcome to Jesus for Asia Now. I'm Natalie Wood and my husband John is here with me today. Hello, love.
Hi, darling. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you?
Really good.
So where are we going today?
We're going to Asia.
Asia, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that kind of makes sense.
Oh, why is that?
Because we're Jesus for Asia?
Oh, right. So why just focus on Asia?
Well, because over 57% of the world's population lives in Asia.
Over half the world's population
Yes.
lives in Asia.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That should be enough for one ministry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And over 90% of the unreached people groups in the world.
Ah, so that's where the unreached people group are mostly.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the difference between Asia and the 1040 window? Because I hear the word 1040 window talked about a lot. Just wondering what the difference is between those two.
Okay, so there's a large part of Asia, particularly Indonesia, that is not included in the 1040 window, and there are a lot of unreached people groups and languages in Indonesia.
Right. And the 1040 window includes North Africa, which compared to the rest of Asia is a very small percentage of population. Yeah. So we just focus on Asia.
Mm-hmm.
And there's plenty of unreached people groups there.
Right. So we're going to a mostly unreached area today, right?
Yes, we're going to a very unique location.
Okay. And this is in which country?
The Philippines.
Okay.
But it's really close to Borneo, the island of Borneo, on which is Malaysia.
Okay.
And so you and I have not visited there.
No.
And it's way out of the way. And then you have to go by boat a long ways. And you have to have an armed escort to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's one of the islands in the Sulu Sea,
Okay.
in the Tawi-Tawi range of islands. The farthest island away from the mainland, closest to Borneo or Malaysia. And it's only like an hour by normal boat ride to Malaysia from this island.
Wow.
Yeah. And most of the people there are farmers.
What kind of farming?
Well, they farm seaweed.
Okay.
So they have big kelp beds out there in the coral reef. And if you zoom in on Google Earth what looks like just a natural coral reef, you'll find all these towns and villages dotted along the reefs.
So like on land?
No,
Where are they living? Are they like houseboats or something?
they're all on stilts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they drill the stilts down into the ocean floor and put the buildings up on top of that. And that's where the kids grow up. That's where they live.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a little different than what we experience.
A little.
Okay, it was an understatement.
Yeah, a lot different. I mean, here, learning to swim is good recreation.
Yeah,
Over there,
it's a life skill.
yes.
Okay, well, we want to see video of this and we want to see pictures.
Oh, we definitely
So
will.
where are we starting today?
So the village we're going to has a special interest.
Okay.
Because I don't know about you, but for me, there's parts of the world where I think, how in the world will we ever get there? I'll probably never get there in my entire life. How can you have an impact in a place that you know you'll never be, you've never been, and there's no reason to go?
Especially if you have to go with armed escort.
Yeah, and it's so far out of the normal beaten path.
Yeah.
This is one of those places. Now, this is on an island of Setangkai, but the town is not built on the land. It's built off the end of the island on stilts. There's some outcropping of land where some of the bigger buildings are built, but it's mainly houses on stilts. Back in 2008, I met a pastor who had spent some time in the United States and had gone back, and his interest was in working with the Muslims. And we've stayed in touch over the years, and he ended up working down in the southwestern part of Mindanao called the Zamboanga Peninsula Mission,
Okay.
and which includes all these islands. And so he visited that island and he found an Adventist church.
Okay.
An Adventist church. It's built on a little spit of land, you know, a little outcropping. I don't know if that's man-made or what, but there's a church there that was once thriving, but people have moved away because that area went through a 14-year war. And so it became very dangerous to live there. There was a lot of pirates, a lot of kidnapping, and just dangerous. So most of the people moved away. And so he found this building, and it's dilapidated, and he thought, wow, wouldn't it be amazing to rebuild this building and turn it into an educational center. So that's where we come in, is that he contacted us because the budget for the local mission is way overstretched. You know, they just don't have the budget to meet all of the opportunities that are available.
Okay.
Yeah. Sound familiar?
Yeah. Like everywhere that we work in Asia,
Yeah, pretty much.
they don't have the budget to meet the opportunity.
Exactly. And the result of that is that people then don't have access to the gospel.
Right.
Yeah.
People don't have opportunity to hear
Yeah.
the good news.
Right. Pastor Ronnie is very dedicated. He actually lives in his office. When youth come that are on their way out to the islands to work as teachers, they sleep in his office with him. And so we sent our team of videographers, Mark and John Olin, to go with him originally to document this church.
Okay.
And so the first video is taken a number of years ago, showing what the building was like back then.
Okay.
We are now in Sitangkay, Tawi-Tawi, one of the far-flung islands. This is the only church, Adventist church, Tawi-Tawi, outside the mainland. And as you can see, this has been in existence for the last 40 years. And it has not been repaired. And so it is painful to see that this is dilapidated, this is falling apart, you know? As you see, we have concrete walls here. This used to be a beautiful church. However, because of the security situations that happened here before, so many of our members here have either left for other areas or have backslidden. And so we are trying to revive this church because this is the only church we have. It's pathetic to see the condition, especially for brethren leaving this area. For now, according to our information, we have only about 6 or 7 members worshiping here every Sabbath. And so we intend to revive this area, send in our workers, JFA workers, if possible. Look at the surroundings. Most of these people are Sama people. And their livelihood is simply planting seaweeds. And that's why this area, they call this the Venice of the South. And because it's all waterways. You know, the only mode of transportation here is only by boat. No vehicles here except boats. And so it is of prime importance that we have a boat for the use of our brethren here. And they've been longing, they've been praying that one day this church can be alive again and we can revive. And so we're appealing if you can help out, you know, dig from your pockets that we can help revive this church.
Our viewers can find this place if they go to Google Earth.
Okay.
It's actually labeled. So you go to the Philippines, you go to the south and a little bit west, and you see this island chain, and you look at the farthest left island. Let's zoom in a little bit, and you can see there's the Adventist Center. That's the tag that I put on there. Okay. And if you go in a little bit farther, here's a town off the end of the island. And if you zoom a little bit farther, you can see Sitangkay Adventist Center. So you can pinpoint where this location is.
Wow.
Just by going to your map. It's pretty cool.
So they started repairs. We were able to start sending funds because some donors gave. And this next video shows some of the repairs in action.
Yeah.
Rather than the church serving as a blessing to the community during that time, it has unfortunately become a source of fear and negativity for the people.
Mga tao. The church in Sitangkay has been there for many, many years. When it started, when we built the church, I wasn't there then, but when they built the church, it was booming with many members because of the influx of the non-Muslim population that went to Sitangkay because of the livelihood, which you see was farming. Sitangkay is situated in the last few remaining islands within the territory of the Philippines and very close to Malaysia, for which reason many of the products from Malaysia find their way in the market of Sitangkay. However, because of the war that happened many years thereafter, the members of the church slowly left for their homeland because of the war, for fear that they were being harassed and that they were being robbed because of their livelihood. And so they saw it fit to leave the island and seek livelihood elsewhere. And then napoy mga pioneers nato dito nga mga.
There were also some pioneers from the Tausug community who converted to Adventism, but many of them gradually faded away due to illness or other circumstances. Eventually, there was no one left to nurture this church. The most significant challenge was the absence of guidance for the growing children.
We became Adventists in 1973 when I was still quite young. Now I have my own family and am no longer as involved with the church.
One of our pioneers observed the situation closely, often feeling isolated. He noticed a steady influx of people coming to the church, but when he looked closer, he realized they were bringing peace offerings. Many believed that the church was the cause of their relatives' illnesses. As a result, instead of being a source of blessing, the church became a curse in the eyes of the community. When we attended church, we felt the people's attitudes toward us had shifted.
ZPM decided to renovate the building because it was going to waste. It wasn't being used, and there was a discussion that we would recommend it to be restructured into a school building so that this can be used to educate those children that are living around. And sure enough, because prior to this, before renovating the building, the children were already coming when we assigned missionaries there, and they were starting some kind of a school there, or a makeshift classroom within that dilapidated building, but they had to abandon that and forget about the idea because the building might just fall apart, and we would like to avoid accidents for the children.
During the church's active days, we had programs for children, such as Vacation Bible School and Sabbath School, where Bible stories were shared every Sabbath.
Every Sabbath may tudlo sa ilaha Bible stories.
The challenge for parents was to motivate their children to attend church. Over time, as the church's structure changed and they noticed the school building and literacy center, their perception of us began to shift.
Nakita na nila ang school building or ang literacy center.
Families became eager to approach us, especially the children, who would often ask, "Sir, when will we have class?" When they arrived at the literacy center, they were encouraged to participate. This became one of the ways God reached out to our Muslim brothers and sisters in the area. by God's grace, they were curious, even during the early morning hours.
Ginoo nga pamaagi aron nga ma-reach out nato ang atong mga igsoon nga Muslim aning dapita.
We are very happy to know that the people are now happier, and they no longer look at the place as a haunted place, but rather they see the place as a learning place where their children can learn and go to school. It is now, the people are now seeing hope that once more this institution can be a light in that part of the world. So we would like to ask that you help us pray, and if you can support a bit so that we can finish the whole building, so that the learning would be conducive and that the parents can come as well to learn. And so we bid you, we thank you for those who supported, we thank you for your prayers. We need a little more just to finish the building, and then we would have a fully functional building as we have it today.
So now we have 2 workers there on that island working in the building that's not completely finished.
Yeah. Well, and the neat thing is that they caught the vision for not just having it open on Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
They want to have a literacy center, a school,
Yes.
for the children nearby, and they've started that already.
Uh-huh.
So whether the building's done or not, they're starting. And so it's already blessing the area. And I'm so thankful to know that they don't see it as a haunted place anymore,
Praise the Lord.
but it's a blessing to the community.
Yeah. Now remember, just a few shows ago, we talked about starting a feeding program when we discovered that these families were taking their children to go fishing all night long, making it very difficult for them to attend school the next day.
Yeah, that was on another island, but this island they do the same work, so it's the same challenge.
Yeah, and the parents are in a tough place because they have to go fishing and do their work at night. Otherwise, they don't eat during the day.
Right, and they can catch fish at night. Usually during the day, they don't catch very many fish.
Yeah, it sounds like the Sea of Galilee.
Yeah, yeah.
Then so the kids have a hard time going to school when they've been fishing all night, and the parents want them to go fishing because that's how they survive.
Yeah, but the parents also want them to learn.
Right.
So, and the parents want to learn. So as soon as this church school building rebuild is done, then the parents actually will have an opportunity also for learning.
Right. And so I'm thinking that maybe we should start a school lunch program at this school as well.
It could be very helpful. We'll have to ask the teachers that are there.
Yeah. So on the island of Bagid, it costs about $25 to feed 40 children for one lunch. So that's less than $1 per child.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's a cost increase to go farther out down to the island of Sitangai. It'd be interesting to find out, but
Yeah.
really would love to see these people have other options in life.
Right. Definitely. That's the whole point.
And see them to at least be able to read and write, and so they can read the Bible for themselves.
Yes. That'll be a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we've seen in other areas, having a school there is the opening to the gospel.
Yeah.
Because as they see the teachers' lives and they see the teachers' love for the students and for them, and they see the lives getting better and the children being more enabled and different things like that, then it opens the hearts to the gospel.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Well, we have another video.
Oh, good.
Our church in Sitangkai, this has been called the Sitangkai Adventist Center. This was our largest church outside of the mainland in Bongao, and this used to be booming with our members there because of the livelihood. However, because of the change of the political climate in the area, there was war. And because of war, people started to leave the area, including our Adventist brethren. Many of our Adventist brethren used to be there in the area because of livelihood, the sewage farming. Zamboanga Peninsula Mission decided that we would revive the church, we would convert it into a school because the members are gone. And so now we are going to start over. We will renovate the building. The building is really falling apart, and have taken down the roof, and hopefully we will replace those and then restructure the building into a school, because there are so many children there who are not able to go to school. They don't know how to read and write, even in their advanced age. About 12 years old, the children do not know how to read and write. So this is the ministry that we would like to engage in, to start training young minds and inculcate in their minds the Adventist value system, so that in the end, as they grow, they'll bring that knowledge, and hopefully one day our church will stand and will rise again and be filled with members. We are appealing, if you have kind hearts, to open your hearts so that our building can be completed. We are in the area of restructuring it and tearing it apart, and then build a new building which would house a school, so that we can start training the children. As we speak, children are already coming, because now they see that there is work being done. There are teachers, volunteer teachers, who are willing to stay in the area and to provide important education, which is valuable to them. And so work is going on, and we ask that you help us pray about this, and that if you can open your hearts and your pockets as well to help us raise the building, so that our building there will rise again, this time as a school.
I want to talk a little bit about the people that go there to stay in those islands. Their life is not easy.
Yeah.
It's hard to find good drinking water. They basically have to get water off the roof. It's hard to find good food down there. All of the food besides fish and seaweed is imported, and it's hard to have proper hygiene. There are challenges like that. Some of the bugs that are down there are not super comfortable. Obviously, they don't have air conditioning. They don't have usually very much power, if there is any.
Or cell phone service.
Yeah.
Any of that.
Yeah. And so the volunteer teachers that go down there, some of them are sponsored by our viewers.
Right.
And the ones that go down there, they're going to a place that is very challenging.
Yes.
And so we can pray for them to have strength and to be able to, live with the local conditions.
Right. But it's hard.
It is.
And they're away from their families and everything they've known. And many of them come from Mountain View College as student missionaries. And then they choose, many of them, to make it a lifestyle.
Yeah.
To make the life of service, because God grows their hearts for these beautiful children and these people.
Yes.
And implants that love into them, and they don't want to go do anything else. They want to stay there and help these people to have the opportunity to know Jesus.
Yeah. It's very inspiring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
the dedication. I mean, we've heard some stories that we can't even share about the level of their dedication.
Yeah.
But yeah, they sacrifice, but they love, and that's the beautiful thing.
Yeah, there is a story of a number of years ago, somebody was killed. One of these young student missionaries was killed. So his brother went and took his place. And it inspired many other young people to go as missionaries. This reminds me of our missionary history back in the early 1900s, late 1800s, about missionaries would go to places that are unentered, knowing that there's a good chance they'll never come back, knowing that there's a good chance that they might die within 1 or 2 or a few years, and they went anyway.
Yeah.
And when people back home would hear that somebody had died on the mission field, that would inspire others to go.
Yes.
It's so different today.
Yeah. That's one thing that we don't think about many times. We think we're safe where we are familiar, but in reality, there is an enemy, and he is a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. That's
Right.
what we're told in the scripture.
Right.
So in reality, no place in this world is safe outside of the connection to Jesus and being
Absolutely.
exactly where he wants you to be. And that's the safest place.
Right.
And if he chooses that you need to rest until the second coming, then what a privilege that is. To know that Jesus has your life in his hands, your very life, and to be content there,
Yes.
knowing that it doesn't matter if it's safe or not
Right.
in this world's perspective,
Yeah.
because he is safe.
And this life is very short compared to the next.
Yes.
And sometimes I think we put way too much value on this life
Yes.
and forget about the next life.
Yes. You know, the word says that he's our strong tower, our refuge, our strength. If we're not living in an unsafe place, why do we need refuge and strength and a strong tower to run to? Why do we look unto the mountains from whence cometh our help?
Right.
You know, if we're in a safe place.
Yeah.
The reality is this world is not a safe place.
Right. Exactly. And the thing is that we don't want to give the impression that every place in Asia is unsafe,
Right.
because there's a lot of places in Asia that are safer than a lot of places in America.
Right. Now, physically, there are places that are safer than other places. But the reality is that this is a world that chose sin.
Right.
And Jesus has made provision for it to not be that forever and for
Right.
us to be saved out of that. But we can't look to physical safety for a reason for going or not going anywhere.
Correct. Yeah. We just have to look and see what's the Lord's will.
Right.
Where can I make the biggest impact with the life that I have? They have done more work on the center, and they're just needing a little bit more to finish it up to make it a fully functional school.
Right.
But there's some young men down there taking care of the kids that are coming. We haven't been able to send our videographers down there for a couple years, but we're hoping to send them soon, and they can get an update of what's happened and what's happening since these videos were taken.
All right. And I would like to invite you to pray for this church and school. And if you would like to help in any way, please contact us at Jesus for Asia, P.O. Box 1221, Collegedale, Tennessee, 37315. Call us at 423-413-7321 or visit our website at jesusforasia.org. May God richly bless you until we see you next time on Jesus for Asia Now.